Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. How are we? Hi, how are we? I am frantically trying to get everything set up on my end, so ooh, that's new. Apologies if things are a little delayed. Let's see. Where do I see the chat? There it is. Hi, everyone. Let's see. Who do we have today? Star's Juice is here. Hello. Pipe Dream is here. Mr. Buggy, June, and Suffering. Hello, everyone. Ashente, where's my cabbage? Welcome. Hi. Where are my cabbages? Azul is here. Marika's okay is here. Hello. Hi, Rika. Hi, Joe. Hi, Digtrap. Hello, everyone. Wolf. Hi. Welcome back. I did not read The Witch in the Undying Fire. Did I? That doesn't sound familiar. Is that one of the books? You know what? There's so many books in there. I'm actually not going to go start digging in the books yet because I will not find it quickly. Is that one of the books? Hello, hello. How are we all? Always tired. Welcome. Hope you're feeling all right today. Small Venus, hello. Unfortunately at work right now, so you'll be sneaking peeks every once in a while and enjoy the replay later. Well, welcome. I hope we aren't too distracting from your work. Work is always important. Welcome, welcome. It is one of the books. Okay. Oh, welcome to the live stream, Cabbage. I hope you like it. The plan today is basically just to check out the notifications for the update, and then maybe there's a bunch of stuff on my list to get to, but we'll see how long the update takes us first. And let's see. Hi, Livy. Welcome back. Routine drink water. Oh, thank you, BB Bones. Also, hi, BB Bones. Let's see. Let me drink some water really quick. That's a great idea to start us on. I always cut myself off way too aggressively when doing the mute toggle. Sorry. How are we all? You might want to read it before pressing F6. Oh. Okay, sure, yeah, I see this giant banner on the top of my screen that says press F6, so if you recommend, I may be able to do that. Well, let's see. Crab. It's fine. Look, I can't catch any crabs anymore. Oh, I can catch crabs again? Oh, just the one. I can't catch crabs anymore. It's very sad. Okay, sure. If you recommend that we read a book, we'll start with that. I always like reading books. How are the audio levels, by the way? Everything okay? Can you hear me? Crab cap, it's true. I miss the crabs so much. I think that they are probably one of the most fun things to catch because they are one of the very few things that will run away from you. And unlike crystal flies, they can't fly up into the sky, so it's easier to not miss them, if you know what I mean. It's harder to lose them. This is so sad. Okay, audio is fine? Awesome. Okay. Oh, Minty's here! Yes, I have 9,999 crabs. It is true. Here they are. Delicious. One day I will make more crab roe, and then I'll be able to catch crabs. But, okay, let's jump into it. Oh, thank you for the subscribe, Minty. Of course, welcome, thank you. You can use the emotes, naturally. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at our notifications first. Battle Pass, of course. We don't get the thing anymore. Claim this. Claim that. I did my this yesterday. And we get some stuff. Wonderful. What else is there? Oh, we will have new events probably. Temper thyself in thy journey so far. I missed yesterday because of the maintenance! Oh, that's devastating. It's fine. I've got the rest of the week to make it up. Okay. An elegy for Faded Moonlight. I'm not gonna look too closely at this, but that is our new Archon quest, I'm guessing. Test run! Ooh, nice. Farina's back! Oh my god. Oh my god, Farina. I'm so happy to see her. Let's see. Oh, hello, T. Vertaro. Welcome, welcome. We're just checking out the... Whoa. The new update. Look at all this stuff. Oh, hi, brother. Paimon. Pipe Dream is here. Hello. You were doing the quest on how to cut it short. Oh my god, Pipe Dream. Well, we're glad to have you here, but if you're enjoying a quest, please don't pause it on my account. Whoa. What on earth? Oh, this is the thing that's been popping up. Okay, I am so curious. They look like characters, but also not? That's so strange. Wow. Oh, that is gorgeous. Ooh, can't wait to fight that thing in approximately 6 months. What else do we have? Oh, Lysaria, thank you for the subscribe! Welcome back! Of course, you can enjoy ad-free, happily, and the emotes! Okay. See you on Scar soon. That's the goal. It might take a little bit of work, but it's not like I don't do my dailies every day anyways. There she is! Hi, Farina! And we have a new character. Wow, very Dendro-coded. Very Sumeru-coded. Look at the background. And she's got duplicates of herself. Okay, cool. Let's see. Don't forget your maintenance primas. Ooh! Great idea. Let's see. Wow. Remember to do your daily check-ins if you do check-ins. Let's see. That's that same place. Miliastra Wonderland. 1,000 Stars. Artful Odyssey web event. Okay! I'm gonna select them one by one because I don't want to accidentally accept these. Where'd they oh my god! That's extra Primogems. Usually it's 300. Oh, this is the issue fix one. Very cool, thank you. And I did do this pre-registration thing, so I get these. Hooray! Look at Paimon. I love it. That's so cute. Okay, I should read the book first, right? Yeah, the maintenance was 7 hours. Usually I can jump on and after the maintenance and do my dailies and whatnot, but it was going on for so long I had to go to bed. I was like, what on earth? But it gave me the idea to do the stream today, so hey, here we are. Ping Hu is here. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're just going through some of the new update notifications and seeing what we have. We have not yet interacted with this mysterious banner that's on the screen because it has been recommended that I read a book first. Oh, but right, the update taking longer is why we got more Primogems. That makes sense.
If you keep your eyes peeled,
Paimon really did say, oh, didn't she?
You'll find there's always a new story nearby just waiting to be discovered.
Is that how you always find new stories, Charlotte? Muffin View is here. Hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy. And BBQ is here. Hi, BBQ. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I think now is a good time. I want to teleport us to somewhere with music. Oh, never mind. Crab Island heard me say this and said, I am the best island. You don't need to go anywhere. Okay, so, what book am I looking for again? Little Witch in the Undying Flame? Do I even have it? Ugh. If I don't, do you think it's worth it to go track it down to read it first? I wouldn't mind doing that. I want to make sure I get all the books at some point. Legend of Sword. Official, of course. Folio of Foliage. Fontaine. Oh, there it is! I found it! Fantastic. Oh, Leo's here. Welcome, Leo. Today's stream objective is we checked out the new update notifications. There's one thing left, I'm guessing. It's that banner that keeps popping up. Well, it hasn't really gone away. So we're going to read this and then check that out. Oh, man. Oh, this is a long one. Okay, okay. And I had some ideas for what we would do after looking at the update. You know, a little bit of exploration, maybe reading some character stories, so on and so forth. A little bit of a balance. Zarstrusha recommends checking out the volume descriptions. Like in a summary on the wiki, do you mean? Because this is quite long. Wait a second, Morphe's Law? That's hilarious. Oh, and all the copies of this book are in the theater. Okay, that makes sense why I have it. Because I do have the theater. Wonderful. This... Oh, it's talking about the Philosopher's Stone! That's alchemy! Okay, okay, well let's at least read volume 1. Here we go. This is the story of a little witch who journeyed far and wide to find the undying fire. It also feels very fitting to be reading this now that I'm in that land. Undying fire, you say? The story begins as such in the westernmost part of the magic continent. Yeah, that would be Natlan, right? Where a young witch was undergoing her witch certification and final trial. As per convention, one need only pass this trial to qualify as a true witch. The trial required lots to be drawn, and the results were completely random, a format which resulted in frequent accidents. But the magic continent was nothing if not firm in its adherence to tradition, and so, if you would believe it, they've stuck to the rules of drawing lots for trials since the very most ancient of times. There's a law in the outside world known as Morphe's Law. That's how you write it, right? Anyway, it means that bad things you worry about happening are probably going to happen. And thus did a completely unsurprising surprise strike the little witch. Some little witches got very simple tasks, stuff like synthesizing the final solution to the material world, the Philosopher's Stone, or bringing back Baleen from a Titanic universe roaming whale. Whoa! Or perhaps figuring out how to get to a parallel universe to find a no longer extant grimoire lost to a great ancient magical war. And so on and so on. Oh my god, because all of these things are real things or things that exist. The Philosopher's Stone, I'm assuming, is going to exist in this game in some form. People are definitely trying to reach it. A Titanic universe roaming whale we have met. So I am tempted to guess that this great ancient magical war was in fact a real thing. We've heard of multiple wars in the past, but a magical one? Interesting. Checking on the chat really quick. The volume description in-game. Oh, good to know. Okay. Is that... where would that be? How can I see a volume description? And Joe is talking about Milastra Wonderland. I do intend to check it out. Yeah, I don't know how long it'll take, but I wanted to read this first. If you're worried about spoilers, don't be. Wonderful. Good to hear. It isn't story-related like the quest. It's a user-generated content mode in which you can create and play different worlds. Okay. I can't even picture what that would look like, but I look forward to checking it out. Yuzuru, hi, welcome. I hope this puts you to sleep. It's 3 a.m. I hope you get some sleep tonight. Sorry for having this at a very inconvenient time for you. Has anyone told you have a very nice voice? Oh, thank you. I try. I'm obsessed with like audio sounding good, so I've worked really hard on trying to get the setup to sound good. So if it doesn't sound good, please let me know so I can fix it. To your left where it lists all volumes. Okay, I will check on that. Why can't I hear anything? Oh, thank God. I thought that my game broke for a second. Speaking of audio issues, well, I suppose I can check on that now. I was going to I'll check on it once we're done reading this so I don't lose my spot, but I very much did just lose my spot. Oh, like this? Oh! The binding and layout are exquisitely made, but the actual content is all handwritten. Judging from the handwriting, there is more than one author. Don't fuss about what we're writing, the cover needs to look good. That's the only way it'll give off that masterpiece feeling. That's so cute. Do they all have different? They all have different! No way! I had no idea! Oh my gosh. Okay. I will read those all. Press the volume and there will be magnifying glass. Yes, right there. Wonderful. It's still a bit rough because this is the beta. I'm guessing we're talking about Milastra now. Miliastra. It crashed a bit. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, I will not be alarmed if it crashes. It's not me. It's probably the game. Okay, let's jump back into this. So, and so on and so on. But our main protagonist drew a topic of terrible, troubling tribulation to find and to bring back the Undying Fire. Perhaps her honored teacher might have an opinion on this subject? Her teacher was just enjoying a most wonderful tea time with her friends. Suspicious! Witches having tea. Is this the Hexen Circle? And she comforted her student. It must be because you're fated to become a really great witch, so your topic's a little harder than most. Unsolved mysteries are the most interesting after all. Really? That's right. When you come back, I'll be sure to welcome you with a tea party. One lovelier than this one, even. The teacher's friends whispered to her, Hey now, isn't that a bit much? You've obviously only made up that question because you couldn't be bothered to think up a real exam question. If such a thing even existed, we'd have perpetual motion machines by now, don't you think? Isn't there one in Shasnaya, though? I feel like that they've mentioned a giant perpetual motion machine in Shasnaya. Don't know where that was mentioned, but I seem to have a memory of it. Couldn't you have done something else? You know, made her prove the grand unified theory based on a unified electroweak theory or something? Have her prove particle physics? Oh, don't you worry. Life is full of many great lies, the teacher spoke brazenly. And I did not lie, did I? I know that the Undying Fire does indeed exist. That blazing star. Huh. Hang on, when did I see it again? Must have forgotten. Is this Alice? Is this Alice accidentally looking into the future again or something? The teacher spun, or maybe it was long, long ago. The teacher spun around to her pupil saying, Ahem! Considering that your trial is indeed quite challenging, you shall have 3 times the normal amount of time to complete it. I'll be rooting for you. Right? This is probably... The books are all found at the theater. You're right. So this is almost certainly the Hexen Circle here. Alright. Deep in the woods, nighttime. The little witch soared upon her broom beneath the blood-green moon. Blood-green was Blood-green moon? Blood-green was regarded as a symbol of great change in astrology, though whether such change be good or ill cannot be determined by any result. Actually, that shade symbolizes the dominant race of this world. What is this? What is this lore I'm suddenly stumbling upon? The Nephilium? They were the children of gods and humans, and so their blood too was the conflux between the red blood of humanity and the golden divine blood. And actually, the green moonlight was the result of the moon's physical composition, the distance between the planet and its moon, atmospheric scattering, and other factors. I'm actually really enjoying how they have a blend of, like, physics and science in here, you know, grand unified theory mention, with astrology and witches. I love this so much. Okay. Anyway, so the little witch was soaring upon her broom beneath the blood-green moon. Blood-green! And then she met a young lady who claimed to be a fortune-teller. I wish to become a witch's familiar, said the young lady. But before they could even consider that, the little witch had something to ask. Can fortune-tellers read the skeins of fate? The fortune-teller then explained the underlying principles. Put simply, it's something like this. Oh my god, are they about to tell me how fate works? Oh my god. In our world, the stars are the heavenly strings by which humans are bound. But in other worlds, the subjects of astrological study are the solar ecliptic energies, the various lunar energies of the satellites, the will energy of the celestial rulers of the planets, the scattered interference energy of distant stars, and the dark energy that suffuses the pitch-black cosmos. Of course, it's not like these things don't exert influence on our planet. They have merely been greatly weakened by a giant sky shroud. As such, astrology on other worlds is far more abstract than that which is practiced in ours. By the way, other planets referred to an actual celestial bodies? As actual celestial bodies? As an archon? And a theorized one as virtual. Huh. The planet the little witch was on was no exception. What on... You see, we also call a wheel that comes down from the heavens an archon. They are normally planets that have sentient life on them, and they number 7, and therefore they are called the 7 archons. As for the virtuals, their number varies between 1, 2, and 4. The planet the little witch was... I'm losing my mind! I'm like, what is happening here? I remember this thing saying it doesn't matter what we're writing, it just needs to look good. Like, how much of this should I actually take as true, and how much of this is, like, the most red herring to ever red herring? I'm losing my mind. Sarshusa mentions there are some translation issues listed on the wiki, like Archon is not a celestial body, but each planet have 7 Archons. Okay. Add to that confusion, there's a little bit of translation issues. That's very good to know. Thank you, Sarshusa. Also, we've got a couple first-time chatters. Hello. Raijin Shogun, welcome. Didn't miss much. We're just going through the updates, notifications, and along the way, we stumbled into a book that has all the lore in the world, apparently. Vespis is here. Hi, Vespis. Welcome. You've been watching the playthrough from the start for a few months and just getting towards the end of the Sumeru Archon quest. Wow! From Finland! Wow! Welcome! That is so cool. I'm very impressed you've been watching it from the start. It's very long, so I'm glad to hear that you're pacing yourself. I hope you've been enjoying. Half a Moon, welcome, says what? I agree. Look at all this. Creative liberties? One wonders how much of it is. Let's see. And now there's a dark sun. Okay, what? As for the virtuals, their number varies between 1, 2, and 4. The planet the little witch was on may well have been 1. Speaking of translation issues. And in the case of such a world, the virtual would be the dark sun. Whoa. That is incredible. Astrologists and diviners are, in essence, performing weight calculations on the sky shroud, the cosmos, and the archon and virtual celestial bodies, before deducing individual developmental tendencies from world to world. But the relative weight of the sky shroud over our planet is just way too great. The false sky, right? And so, investigating it already allows us to obtain very precise results. As for the world the little witch and astrologist were on, they would have to go through the entire formula. After the little witch finished listening, she was very impressed by the fortune teller's learning and technique. Now they could speak of the matter of familiarhood. To be a witch's familiar was to share in her magic, and with magic one could peer into more destinies. That said, becoming a familiar could have unforeseen side effects. It was hard to say what might happen. Yes, that's what the blood green moon means. Great change, which can't be judged as good or ill by the outcome. See how it all comes together? We didn't go off topic. Amazing. It is a shame that I am still not a great witch. I can't make you my familiar yet, said the little witch. I know of another way to establish a contract with a witch. It seems we must resort to using it, said the young lady. This was the night bathed in blood-green moonlight, and it was also, coincidentally, the witch's night carnival. By the way, the night carnival is an ancient taboo ceremony. Legend has it that at such times, the witch's magical powers are at their apex. They hold rituals in secret, offering sacrifices and keeping the bonfires burning through the night. This tradition had been forgotten in the westernmost part of the magical continent, but for some reason, it had been revived within the deep woods. Normally, this was an event that only great witches or figures greater still could be invited to, or invite others to attend. In practice, though, participation in a carnival had a direct relation with a witch's romantic or marital status. In any case, for some totally unknown reason, the astrologist knew all about witches, while the witch knew nothing about astrologists at all. The point is, they decided to go and check out the night carnival. Let's just go with it being a way to deal with the anxiety the little witch felt over not being able to find the undying fire. Wow. Checking on the chat a little bit. Let's see. Oh, talking about watching the playthrough again. BB Bones says, wait, is it not normal watching it from the start? That's what you did. Wow, BB Bones. Again, I'm impressed. I think a lot of people start with the more recent ones because those are the ones that tend to get recommended more. And then if you start with a more recent one, I think a lot of people want to catch up with the more recent story. So I see a lot of people jumping to like the beginning of Natlan or the beginning of Fontaine. But it seems very rare that people go back to the very beginning, and I can't blame them. It's a lot of episodes, and the early ones are a little funny, in my humble opinion. Oh, this seems like a good time for a break. What's it called? Twitch is warning me we're about to have another ad break, so let's have that, and I'll pause reading for now. Checking on the chat still. Walpurgis, right? It does sound like Walpurgis, this night carnival. Magic is just science that hasn't been explained yet, right? This old chestnut. Oh, digital, exactly what you're saying, yes. Some may wish to jump into major content like Archon Quest. Yes, exactly. I have kind of like, I would say, two different styles of playing, because I love exploring and checking out the lore, and I think that that's a very good background noise kind of thing to watch. If you're working, you can have it playing in the background. But things like the Archon Quest that have more voice acting and more music and dramatic scenes are a bit more distracting, I feel like. So I think it really depends on what people are looking for. If they want something to actively watch, they go for the Archon Quest, and if they want something to play in the background, they'll go back to the beginning and watch all the exploration too. Hello, Poobs! Welcome! We are reading a book. It's very fun. It's kind of blowing my mind, but it's one of those things where it seems like information might have been hidden in a story again. So I'm just going to absorb it all and see which elements pop back up in the overworld and tie back into the story. Oh, Pipe Dream redeemed drink water. Thank you. That is a great idea because we are reading. 1 second. And back. And yeah, Vespis is talking about how they listen to the playthrough while working in the kitchen. Exactly. That's what I do too. Whenever I'm doing, like, you know, work in the background, I like to have something playing. Nowadays, it's just my own videos, though. Let's see. Yuzuru, yes, is asking, since you did paralogism, has you visited their table at the floating island? I have! Because I've done the weekly boss once or twice now. And I'm so happy that that island is there now. It's a place that I thought I'd never be able to visit because it was from a limited event. And now it's there permanently. and I love it so much. Let's see. Ashante says one day they'll catch up. Don't worry. Don't force yourself to watch every episode if you don't have the time for it. It's a lot of hours. And I really don't begrudge anyone who doesn't watch everything. It's a lot of work. All right. So let's get back to the story. I think everyone's back from the ad break. So, right. The witch is stressed, so they go to a party, basically. Under the blood-green moon, the great witches danced around the bonfire. The little witch and the young astrologist hid in the shadows of trees that grew so thick that even dense clouds couldn't compare, and even the bonfire could not illuminate them. Maybe the bonfire is the undying flame, because they keep it burning forever, right? Or at least through the night. That's an undying flame in a way. We just need to wait till the day after the ancient forbidden night of revelry, when the dawn light first breaks and the various great witches depart. In the grey embers will be a flame that never dies. When a mortal takes this flame and offers it up, that is the equivalent to signing a contract with a witch, said the young lady. Does this method always work? The little witch asked. It's possible a witch could reject the contract, but witches do so love their spirit mediums, and I'm not afraid of becoming a fearsome creature, the young lady replied, her voice thick with yearning. In that case, isn't this an undying fire? Dark thoughts came into the little witch's mind. What if I took that flame for my own? These characters are so interesting. The young lady astrologist is so mysterious. She wants to become a fearsome creature? And so, under the blood-green moonlight, the great witches sang their song. If all things a witch's opera be, then nothing true worth mourning would the world ever see. Our festival has come to a fruitful end. The story shall not stay its feet, and every night hence shall also be the witch's night. A sense of shame surged forth within the little witch as she listened from the shadows. It wasn't out of worry that those present, great witches and greater still, might include her teacher, school principal, instructors, or anything like that. She knew everyone at her school, and she was sure no one familiar was present. By the way, while the official rules at the school she attended were lax when it came to governing teachers and their students, students of similar age would still be ranked against each other. Students of different teachers were also permitted to interact outside of classes. The creation of this system could be traced back to the rise of the Western witches long ago. Long, long ago, even. They did not shy away from exchanging secret hexes and rituals for their mutual benefit, which would also result in their swift rise in those days. Of course, the organization that the little witch belonged to was a direct successor of these Western witches. Also, this blurb definitely wasn't just added in here because I forgot about this world building earlier. I love this. I love these authors. Back to the story. She said to the fortune teller, "Since we have this opportunity, go bravely forth then. Once dawn comes, take that fire. If you should be so uncomfortable as to become a monster, I will give you a quick end. So unfortunate as to become a monster, I will give you a quick end. You will not suffer." As a gift to commemorate this friendship, the young lady gave her treasured crystal ball to the little witch. This crystal ball feels joy for all known destined paths, and its heart breaks for all unrevealed tragedies. If you ever feel lost, allow it to be your oracle. Actually, there's a story behind this crystal ball. And then it gets cut off. That kind of reminds me of Layla, actually, and the little crystal ball that she has in her idols. I always thought it was made of ice, but the imagery just reminds me of that. Let's check out the Volume 2 description. You're more than halfway through, and you haven't even pushed the plot forward one iota. Why is it all about the setting? And what would you know? Besides, this stuff isn't fleshing the setting out. It's elucidating natural science and other miscellaneous disciplines. This is so cute, and look at the two on the cover, too. I see the witch with the broom, and so the other girl must be the fortune teller. She looks like she's made of flame, curiously enough. Alright, Volume 3. Some mysterious handwriting appears before the main text. It's so rare for R to be in her right mind for a spell. Should she really be wasting the precious little lucid time she has writing this? Don't worry, for a witch, this is the most important thing. So was this written by the Hexen Circle? R. Hexen Circle notes. Yeah, where are they? They're always gone whenever I try to find them. I tried to get organized and it kind of backfired. I don't have anything written down about an R. Curious. Okay, Volume 3. In her travels, the little witch encountered a group of people getting ready to kill demon kings. What happened with the bonfire? What happened with the flame? Oh no! She decided to join them and go kill some demon kings. They told her, the more demon kings you kill, the greater your witch's power will grow. This is, in fact, true. Then they encountered a mimic demon king. After this whole affair, the little witch would write a demon king slaying chronicle each time she hunted one. Yeah, right? Yeah. Just anything, whenever I see it, just an initial, I'm like, that has to be Hex and Circle. And this sort of characterization, in her right mind, but she's a writer. I don't think that's the author. The author's M, right? And so, R is somebody else, but someone who also writes. I suppose for a witch is the most important thing, right? They encountered the mimic demon king in a rundown old house. At first, no one knew what was going on, assuming that the place had just gone moldy. After breathing the mold spores in, her companions turned into the following respectively. A shoddy-looking ancient robot, which the little witch found really ugly and not up to snuff when compared to alchemy. Okay. A beautiful young maiden. This team member was originally male, leading the witch to finally wonder, or to initially wonder, if this was some sort of inversion of biological sequential hermaphroditism. I don't know how to say that. And a pirate. She had no idea about this one. After some time, everyone in the squad developed identity disorders. Considering that her 3 companions appeared to be of the same species, they should not have exhibited such different natures, while the systems were, by contrast, while the symptoms were, by contrast, so similar. Wait. Oh my god, pipe dream, sorry. I just connected the dots. R! Of course it's R! Rhine-daughter? Okay, okay. I feel embarrassed. In my defense, I've never heard Rhine-daughter referred to by R, except yes, I naturally have, when they introduced all of the Hexen Circle, and they said, Rhine-daughter. Because she would be R, right? She's not G for gold, if I'm remembering correctly. I appreciate the assist. How about that? Wow. I feel like they said it was handwritten and it had multiple authors, so I feel like it's probably one person per chapter. I feel like maybe A here, B here, R here, on and so forth. Okay. Rallis, Rarvalot. Indeed, everyone is R now. Okay, where was I? The little witch discovered that the mold had its own consciousness and had a power that allowed similar life forms to turn into their ideal state. She did not change because she was already very pleased with herself. The little witch decided to test the mold's unique properties. She tried investigating parts of it, finding it to be edible and without any side effects. Thus, it might have been a miscategorization to call it a mold, but since the mold in blue mold cheese could also be eaten, she decided to continue using that label. Something worth noting was that after a chunk had been cut away, the other mold threads would immediately disappear, possibly a sign of rudimentary collective intelligence. To facilitate further communication, the little witch wanted to turn into mold. And so she did! Oh dear. Can she turn back? As it turned out, the mold colony only sent strange biological signals that needed deciphering. Through repeated observations, it seems that their level of collective intelligence might be lower than she previously thought. In the end, the mold committed suicide? The little witch deciphered its way of communications, and as it turned out, the colony experienced dissonance in self-perception and self-dissociation when it looked down upon the little witch who had become just like them. The signals they sent had in fact been philosophical speculation. Who is me? And who am I? Its intelligence was thus much higher than expected. Her friends recovered, and told the little witch that this was the mimic Demon King. It was a species of Demon King, in the same taxonomic class as standard Demon Kings, but not in the same order. It was a shame. She wished she had a chance to observe more and to make some more records. Yeah, you can tell this was written. Oh my god, what's happening in the chat? Rex and Circle. Ree and Ralvado. Oh, here we go. Razor. Oh, wait. Wrench and Impact. This is the impact of the R's, apparently. If Scooby-Doo was in Genshin. Oh my god. Here I am thinking, wow, you can really tell that these chapters are written by different people. I love how distinct Rhine-daughter's writing voice is. It's very academic. Rishal, Renty, Rona. Amazing. I'm trying to remember the other names from Hexen Circle that I know, but I don't know that many. We are so unserious. You don't say. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. A lot of reading means a lot of water. Alright, I am ready to continue. Then they encountered a chipmunk demon king, which her comrades had claimed beforehand was also a species of demon king. It was classified as belonging to the same class and superorder as a standard demon king, but was part of a different grand order. The chipmunk demon king looked very fierce indeed, and the little witch suspected that all this aggressiveness stemmed from behaviors acquired during the gestation period and while nurturing their offspring. Infiltrating its old nest, they found it was male. One of her companions was eaten. Okay. It turned out that it had simply a bad temper. The little witch decided to report the findings of this investigation to prevent the tragedy from repeating itself. They attempted to feed the chipmunk demon king seeds to lure it out. They lost another companion in the process. It seems that this creature was not a vegetarian at all. Her final companion fled. Having deduced from the pattern of events thus far that he was next on the chopping block, this was an incomplete logical induction. Both the process and conclusion were mistaken. Eventually, she used high-grade boar meat to lure the chipmunk demon king into a trap. The creature's fat and fur made it resilient to fire and freezing. Though she had never dissected one, results indicated that it also had an organ enabling it to breathe underwater. This is a chipmunk? A complete vacuum was used to dispatch it in the end. It seems that it still required aerobic respiration. Oh my god. This is so intense. Also, I love how this volume has been by far the longest. Ryan Daughter, nobody does it like you do. Many demon kings seem very powerful, but they all have their weaknesses. The same is true for all chemical life forms. Good to know. Finally, the little witch had to face a standard demon king, a great demon king of the primate order. A person? You had to meet a person? Alright, let's see. Okay, that's volume 3. Here's volume 4, so let's read the description. Some mysterious handwriting appears before the main text. Tsaritsa, be good. How are there this many unresolved plot threads? Please have mercy on these old bones, would you? I feel like this is the author, the witch who is known to be an author, coming in to tie up loose ends. I knew there was going to be a short one in here somewhere. Alright, we're almost through this. So, the little witch found the great demon king. I'm sure you all remember that defeating more demon kings causes witches to grow stronger. As such, the little witch was actually already amazingly powerful now. The great demon king was simply no match for her. Can you really kill a being that looks like a human and has intelligence? Shouted the great demon king in desperation. You're right. I didn't really intend to do anything to you anyway, said the little witch. I've never forgotten that my goal is to find the undying fire. So this is after... okay. Researching, observing, and defeating demon kings was never even a means to the end, but rather just the building of a basic level of power. Then she used... sorry, I don't know magic or mysticism. Really? Assuming this was written by a Hexen Circle witch, that's very fascinating. Kind of implies that being a witch doesn't necessarily mean you know magic. I suppose you could say Rhine Daughter might be an example of this. She uses alchemy, as opposed to potentially magic, if we want to say that those are two separate categories. Right, the Windbloom did introduce a couple, didn't it, Zarastrusa? A, J, R, M, and B. Yeah, M being the author. Oh, I forget what we learned about J. I know that I have my Hexen Circle note around here somewhere. As soon as I find it, it's going in the book. Peichu's here! Hi, Peichu, welcome! Dang, all those monsters were off-screen, says Pytream. You are not wrong, are you? Rest in pieces. Let's see. I've never forgotten that my goal is to find the undying fire. Researching, observing, and defeating demon kings was never even a means to the end, but rather just the building of a basic level of power. Right, doesn't know magic or mysticism. Some super powerful, awesome technique to bind the great demon king and brought it back to the largest nearby city. As a trainee of the Western witches who had come out to take her exam, she naturally had credentials that proved her identity. This provided her convenient passage through the many mortal kingdoms. Such things were also proven to be immensely hard to forge. thus avoiding the possibility of any cliché plotlines. This actually presented the mayor of the city with a conundrum. There's a city now? Okay. Oh, yes, this is a good time to say that this nation was a loose confederacy. And since this was a mayor, there was no aristocracy or hereditary titles. For the handling of this great demon king was truly quite tricky. I'm sure you all remember that the dominant race of this planet was the Nephilim. Isn't that a type of angel too? A hybrid of humans and gods? Right. So, the race of Great Demon King is actually the Demon King class. And so, Demon Kings were thus a type of Nephilim. And of course, since they were the dominant race, this meant that Nephilim were on the whole much stronger than normal humans. And since the setting for this world has hybrids of humans and gods, this meant that it has gods too. And taking a step back, the Nephilim also had a certain degree of legal immunity. Not the Demon King having diplomatic immunity. If they had killed 5 humans or fewer, they couldn't be judged by human laws, and had to be repatriated to Nephilim lands. And as it happened, this great Demon King had only stolen and eaten several thousand boars and chickens each. So this was fast turning into a diplomatic and political issue. Of course, the mayor could just stick the Western witches with all the blame, but that would offend every witch on the continent. Plus, the mayor was also a good friend of the little witch. She would never do anything that would hurt the organization of witches as a whole. Following some diplomatic rhetoric, some policies to appease it, and an explanation of the pros and cons, the captured Great Demon King accepted that retribution should only be extracted on the party who had done the wrong, meaning that his ire was now narrowed to the little witch alone. But he could not defeat her, so that was the end of that, really. Finally, I hope everyone remembers the crystal ball, because the little witch's goals had become foggy at this stage, so she decided to take it out and have a look at it. Yeah. Nephilim is so interesting, and the fact that they keep bringing up demons too, I want to talk about later. Here we are in Volume 5. It has a description. The writing here is practically a messy scrawl. Perhaps the author doesn't really write much, or perhaps something happened. A familiar face surfaced in the crystal ball. This is your magic teacher speaking. The trial is over. You were unable to obtain your witch license. No! What happened to the... I'm guessing that the fortune teller turned into a monster then, and that she had to kill her. And she didn't even get her license for it? Oh my god. And that's the whole volume. This is so sad. Is it still necessary to write this? The present moment being what it is? Allow me then. Opportunities to return to this world are few and far between. Alice would think the same. If we don't continue, then everything would have been meaningless from the start. Alice would think the same? What, is Alice not here? Is Alice in another world? Is Alice dead? What happened to Alice? Can't believe it. The little witch hurried to where her teacher was. She wanted to question her teacher face to face about why the test had ended, and why she was not permitted to become a witch. She wanted to throw things to the ground in front of her teacher, though, of course, she would only chuck the ones that could survive the impact, and that she could practically lift herself while avoiding her teacher's favorite teacup. Of course, should the situation warrant it, she was even willing to smash her own second favorite teacup to show how serious this all was. After all, she'd bought that one herself, rather than it having been given to her by friends. She valued such gifts as much as the friends themselves, and would never use them as part of an emotional outburst. Nice. Octavia's back. Interesting. Octavia's back, go catch up with her. That was what her teacher said calmly the moment they saw each other again. In an instant, the emotions that the little witch had stored up, brewed, fermented, plotted, and rehearsed, pouring out countless times, vanished. Octavia was a good friend of hers, and a good friend also of the legendary old witch. Her home had been destroyed, but as she lacked the courage to fight back, she had taken up a life of eternal wandering. She had seen many worlds, and had told the little witch many tales about the sky beyond the sky. Oh, fascinating. What kind of being is Octavia, then? The entire cosmos is going to die soon. Oh! Okay. That's concerning. Things peaked but not long ago, and are about to go south very fast. Octavia was sitting in a yard swathed in flowing sunlight, pouring tea into the teacups she and the little witch loved most. The little witch pulled up a chair and sat in it. "You returned so suddenly," she said. "We didn't even prepare a chair for you. You're probably sitting in the old witch's chair now." "Many stars across the cosmos have gone out. I do not know how much time is left," Octavia said. "So I wanted to come back to see you." "Is that why my teacher and the others stopped all the witch tests? Because you came back and told them this?" the little witch asked. "Perhaps. In such a world, all things lose meaning, and there is no longer any need for you to become a witch." "Then I shan't be angry at my teacher any longer," the little witch said. "But will you be mad at me? I caused you to lose your chance to become one," O said. Oh. "I will, if you never return after leaving this time," came the little witch's reply. "I'll go to the bedroom to get your chair." "I can just sit in that old witch's chair, can't I? She's too old to get up and come sit in it nowadays." "It's no good. That chair's hers, just as your chair's yours," the little witch argued her case earnestly with O. "To each person a chair. That way, even if they are not present, their memories will be seated still. So we absolutely can't use the wrong chairs. That's why there's all the chairs at the table always." Octavia smiled helplessly. And by way of apology for interrupting the process of the little witch becoming a proper one, he gave the latter a piece of news. "So, the Undying Fire really exists. It may be found at..." And she gets cut off. Right? Venti was scared of sitting on them for a reason. Yeah, the chairs. It makes sense. That's why there's always those chairs at the table. And I'm sure each one belongs to a certain person. But it's not like... There's a couple objects on the table. I'm picturing it now. The floating table. Or the table on the floating island. You know the one. It has some objects on it, but not at every chair. So I wonder if it's just that the ones that have objects are the witches that are still alive, or if it's just not everyone left something there. I wonder. Alright, we're almost done here. We just have volume 7. Wow, it's like one big paragraph. Let's read the description. "The binding and layout are exquisitely made, but the actual content is all handwritten. Judging from the handwriting, there's more than one author. I have already found the meaning of writing. That is to tell you, I do so wish you were here too." Oh no. Is this one going to make me sad? It's so interesting how the Hexen Circle kind of use writing and stories as ways to make their own worlds and to enjoy those worlds and love creation and life, but then also as ways to preserve the memories of the friends that they have left or lost. So it's simultaneously like this great, joyful, creative, fun thing, and also they always use it to preserve those who have passed away. It's so sad. The duality of Hexen Circle. Alright. Oh, Suffering has to go. Okay, bye, Suffering. No worries. I hope your work goes well. Thanks for stopping by. Almost done here with Volume 7. As she was buffeted by the waves of time, passing through the vortex where countless casualities converged, piercing countless threads of the weave, she missed a great many things. Even the memorial of the Great Witch she had so admired and deserted, without her in attendance. Whatever they were, the point is that the little witch passed through all manner of haphazard trials and challenges and nonsensical stuff before she managed to arrive before the old witch. Actually, it's just that the little witch didn't think those experiences were worth talking about, nor did she know why anyone bothered spilling so much ink about all that earlier stuff. When all's said and done, the most important things were the witch's tea party and the goal she was pursuing. In truth, she had already seen it before her journey began. In a sky as dark as a sack of coal, or perhaps a cavern, for, as we all know, there is no difference between the two. Wow. I think it's been a while since we've seen a reference to the allegory of the cave like that. There hung a star giving off a weak radiance, resisting the world's darkness as it encroached on every side. As the universe gradually grew dim, and all stars, and stars known as suns, were extinguished one by one, everyone agreed to call it the Star of Scorpio. The little witch remembered hearing about this during the witch's tea party, but she only remembered the name and nothing else. Anyway, the little witch came before the old witch, who was actually the Star of Scorpio, that which burned still, even at the end of all things. However, her flame was very weak now, barely a faint ember. The little witch held her hand, which had become as dry and brittle as a withered branch. She remembered that the old witch was once a little witch as well, with pale and tender hands that once elegantly held teacups. Those same hands had been used to bring forth much magic, kindling the flames on many worlds. The little witch said, "Looks like everyone doesn't want the flame to go out, and I get it. It can't be helped. The last time we said farewell, you were there too. The witches said that long-lived witches would lose many things as the years went by. Life, death, love, and hate would cease to have much meaning. But that isn't true. Those are just words they used to comfort the companions who departed before them. Witches, in fact, treasure every infinitesimal flame and light that shines in this dark world bereft of hope all the more. They hold even the shadows that those flames would cast dear. You often said that you weren't our equal, but I've always believed you to be the cutest, most powerful witch amongst us. You often said that you left a little behind, but the stories you left to us hold countless worlds. Even should 100 years pass, or 1,000, even if the apocalypse that a certain astrologer witch worried about comes, even if all the long-lived witches die, the little light that emanates from these little worlds will not grow dim. That's right. You are the greatest great witch, far greater than us all. I miss you. Farewell." The old witch did not respond, for all that was left here was but an empty husk, no different from the many others that the little witch had encountered on her adventures. Indeed, they were even made of the same basic material, with the only difference between those and this being the minuscule light of a flame. And so, the little witch took the flame that was burning the old witch and set out on her homeward journey. Anyway, let's stop the story here. The little witch's adventures would continue, though, for she had already decided to bring the old witch's fire across the universe to light every last corner of time. Speaking of the Hexen Circle using writing to hold the memories of their friends, oh my god. I think this is probably Alice grappling with the death of M. Very much feeding my Alice as a time witch agenda, though. Wow, that's so sweet and so sad. The fact that she missed the memorial, but she missed it so she could go see her at the same time. Man, that's intense. Okay, so we read this book. A couple very interesting things, particularly in R's chapter, and I'm guessing this is B's, in B's chapter as well. Familiars is interesting. Now, when I think familiar, I think of like a little animal, right? But in this case, it seems to be able to be a conscious being, someone who shares in the magic of a witch. Curious. Dark Sun's virtual worlds. Oh my goodness. Again, the mention of demons was fascinating. What makes something a demon? And it's a word that has popped up a couple times across this game. Why haven't we seen any demons yet? Again, I'm thinking it might be the case where we have seen in the world something that R, for instance, would call a demon. We don't recognize it as a demon, so we don't realize that yet. I'm assuming. That is so cool. Okay. Well, you know. Okay, so do you remember a little while back I had thoughts about how there's probably like a parallel set of anti-Celestia gods? And I was thinking about, you know, because in this game, twin imagery and parallels are so important. Why haven't we seen as above, so below? Why haven't we seen anything below yet? And then the game dropped on us the Sinners of Conria. And so there's 5 entities that parallel the 5 shades.
Is an excellent publication.
But we still haven't seen 7 entities to parallel the 7 archons.
But most importantly,
which I find
they
interesting.
pay their writers on time.
Charlotte. Oh, I'm glad to hear they pay their writers on time. That's excellent. And so that's just what I'm thinking about after seeing, again, this mention of demons that we haven't really seen, as far as I can tell, in the overworld. Oh. Spirit redeemed drink water. That is a great idea now that we are done with our book. Give me 1 second. Sarane, hey, is that how you say your name? Sarane Hihi? Oh, welcome to the stream. Oh, I'm glad you could catch it. I'm glad you like the videos. You arrived just in time to see us finish reading a very good book. I recommend reading it if you didn't manage to catch the book itself. Digital's mentioning that the title God, directly translated from the Chinese, is Demon King? Okay, so basically it's like the shades are here and then the archons are the demon kings? So wait, if I'm sorry, if killing demons and demon kings is what makes a witch more powerful, hey Hex and Circle, what were you doing during, say, the Archon War? Oh my god, wait, seriously? One could theoretically consider the Archons as being the dark counterparts to the dragon sovereigns. That's a great idea. And that reminds me of, like, speaking of dragons, how in this world, they have it so thoroughly established that a dragon in one story. Charlotte.
Always a new story nearby, just waiting to be discovered.
Makes sense that she'd be a chatterbox. She's a writer. She's a reporter. But yeah, they've established that in one person's story, you might be the hero, but in another person's story, that same person might be a dragon. So it's kind of cool to think that from the dragon's perspective, the Archons might be the dragons, and from the Archon's perspective, the dragons are the dragons. That is to say, the demons. This is so cool. Gladius recommends... Hi, Gladius, by the way. I do recommend looking into the origins of many of Genshin gods. They're all named after demons in the Arshgoisha. Yeah, I did look into it a little bit, actually. There are so many names on that list. Oh my god, I'm trying... I didn't want to read too deeply into it, just in cases. But it was an interesting read. Vespis says they were just having a tea party and watching the show, of course. Starshusa mentions Hex and Circle attacked Barbados, did not they? I thought that they wanted to, and Venti was like, please don't, can we be peaceful instead? And they were like, okay, fine. But do you think they managed to start attacking him and he managed to talk them into peace? Nabo, welcome to the stream! Says, maybe because the Archons are from the human realm, they are considered to be in the middle and neither above nor below. See, that's another thing I was thinking about. They might be kind of the neutral balancing faction, but I also don't know if I can call them entirely neutral because of, you know, their role in supplanting the sovereign dragons as well. Okay. Nivelette indeed, right? Okay. Oh, we had an ad break start. Okay, great. I'm just gonna stay here until the ad break stops. Okay. Remember Mamera's painting? It kind of copies how Arshgoisha depicts Paimon. Really? Ooh! I'll have to look into that. And the description of Paimon. Of course Paimon's from the Arshgoisha. Of course she would be. Paimon, who are you? The Vitui Harbingers all share names with the Commedia dell'arte. Right, yes, we've talked about this one before. Which is really cool. Oh! Ooh, wait a second. Let's go fix that resin situation. Yikes. Go ahead and make a condensed. Here we go. And there we are. Fantastic. And now we're in Mondstadt. Speaking of Mondstadt. Hi, Mondstadt. The ad break is finishing. Wonderful. Okay, so... Gladiola says, I find Paimon interesting because in the Arshgoisha, he's depicted as riding a camel and being able to find any treasure. I guess the traveler is the camel in this case. That is so funny. Maybe that's why she floats. There's an invisible camel underneath her at all times. And that's why she never sits down either.
The Steambird is an excellent
Lycan! Hi Lycan, welcome!
They have many
We were
outstanding
just finishing up reading a book. And now we've read the book. Oh my god, wait, we can do our thing now. What was the button? Was it... I think it was F6 is the new thing? Should I... PP Bone says, I beat the game. Yes! We finished Genshin Impact in, just over an hour. Amazing. F6 was it? Do I have to do a quest? Like, what is this? This isn't going to, like, take me to Naudicry, is it? Just want to... This? What is this? Awaken your own mannequin and join Paimon. And exploring the realm conjured by the witch Octavia! I love it! So this is why you told me to read that, huh? Amazing. Complete the Archon quest in Knights of Favonius. Wonderful. Well, we did that. This is so cool. Okay, okay. Now I'm so excited. It's okay? Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay. Dear traveler, welcome to Genshin Impact Millie Astro Wonderland. To ensure a positive community and that you have a safe, enjoyable, and healthy experience, please review the following rules. By entering, you agree to comply. They may be updated. Do not impersonate. No impersonation, okay? Do not advertise or fish. Yeah, that would be terrible. Let's not do that. No abuse and no threats. Absolutely not. Don't be harmful. Da 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 da. Da da da. Protect. Yeah. Yeah, this all makes sense. Low-key reading these to see how people phrase this so I can add this to my own rules. That's funny.
If you keep your eyes peeled and your mind engaged, you'll find there's always a new story.
Oh, cool. They even have the
just
disciplinary
waiting to be
measures here.
discovered.
Okay, good to know. And you can contact them. Okay, yeah. That sounds good. I intend to be a good citizen and kind to everyone I meet. So let's see. Millie Astro Wonderland. It all starts here. 2 mannequins devoted to you. What? Mannequin? Like the Pokemon? What is this? Devoted to you and Paimon will accompany you into the wondrous world created by Mage Octavia. Did you just randomly decide to make this one day? And then, like, send the traveler an invite? I guess, like, in world, what is the explanation for this? I'm so curious. Here, you'll find an abundance of extraordinary games to choose from. Whether you're playing solo or teaming up, there's fun for everyone. Beyond playing, you can unleash your creativity by crafting stages with rules that you decide, turn your inspirations into reality, and share the fun with fellow players. While enjoying the games, you can also relive the experience sealed by Mage Octavia. The experience is sealed by Mage Octavia in this wonderland and collect various cosmetic items. Do you think if you collect those items that you'll get in the descriptions some very interesting information? Oh, and they recommend paralogism first. Wow. We did that.
Imagine, if you can believe it,
Is that Venti?
a whole other world within this universe.
Oh my god.
In that world, people found supreme bliss in what can best be described as lucid dreams.
Okay.
Reality became blurred, or rather, redefined.
This is a sinister
Outside of their
cutscene.
flawless reality, the problems of the material world remained.
Oh my god, look at those headpieces. What is
The
that?
cold, hard truths of the real world caught up to them in the reality to which they had escaped.
Why is this so scary?
In the dark ruins, another soul who was fleeing destruction discovered the final remains of this world.
For a split second, I thought that was Mona.
These 2 terminals were once a means for the
Wow.
dreamers to manage the outside world.
Oh wow.
Now, they form part of the mage's collection.
That's just like the thing that they gave
The
us.
mage once tried to form a world from
Is that
things
Alice
she
in
had
Wonderland?
gleaned in her eclectic experience. But as the calm observer,
Oh.
she never found that spark of inspiration to bring everything together. Before fate caught up to the wandering mage,
Oh.
she paid one more visit to her
What's
wise
that?
and learned friends. She learned
The
much
Hexen
during
Circle.
their time together, and although she did not find the answer,
Oh, look at
her
them.
loneliness faded away in time. But as she
Oh.
and her friends crafted other wondrous worlds together, she finally realized the missing piece in the world she
Sri Lanka!
dreamed of creating. A vibrant, captivating protagonist. The glorious traveler and their impeccable companion were the perfect candidates.
Oh wow.
She was filled with hope. The lucid dream of a lost civilization was built anew, and the mage's vast collection now had a world to call home. After sojourning for so long, it
Sojourn.
was time for her to leave lest the destruction catch up with her. And in any case, a new story had now begun.
Oh wow. Oh my god. I'm like, my jaw has dropped. I was wondering what the in-world explanation for this was, and they just gave it to me. Wait, that's so cool. She literally did create a world and then send the traveler an invite. Please choose from the 2 mannequins. Can I switch back and forth? Do I get to change my decision? Oh no, whenever they make me make a choice. I can't switch back and forth. Oh, thank goodness. BB Bone says, thanks, Carmen Sandiego. Really? She's got the hat, she's got the hair, she's got the I must leave this place now before it catches up with me. I can have them both. Amazing. Alright. We'll start over here then. She's so pretty. Oh my gosh. It's a mannequin like a doll, but it's so technological. Oh, good morning! This is so gentle, I love it. Okay, cool. Well, I'm definitely staying here. Any other options? Wow, look at how it rotates. I love this sort of design. I want to stay right here. Okay, I can switch already even if I want to. Oh, let's see the other designs. Wow. I love how they rotate kind of like mirrors. Oh, they look amazing. Let's see. You can change them at any time. Yeah, Half Pendragon, hello by the way, mentions it's so interesting that Octavia is running from her fate of destruction. Right? She's running from her fate, is it? Because she was saying something about leaving before the destruction caught up with her. I thought she was referencing the destruction of this world that she found. But is it her own fate? Cool. You get them as characters in the regular game mode as well? No way. Okay. That is so cool. Ooh. I can customize. Wow. Oh, they look fantastic. Let's see. Kind of like... I'm always tempted to just leave things as default, but I know that's not the most fun way. Here, maybe? I like the blue. I can make her eyes huge. Oh my god. I can make her scared. Can I reset this to default? What was it, like here? That seems good. Eyebrows! Okay, different angles, different thicknesses, different colors. This matches the hair, right? Well, let's go to the hair first. I always have to make everything match the hair. Not a lot of hair options. I get the feeling they'll add more in the future. Oh no, they said something about cosmetics. You can get cosmetics, right? Ooh, I like this hairstyle. Oh, that looks amazing. I really like the short hair, though, too. Oh, that's so cute! Let's go with the short. Well, now it just looks like default again. We'll leave it here then. Okay. Wow. Look at all these different options. Oh, these are also the ones that were in the, like, defaults that we could choose from at the beginning. So you can choose those if you want. I really like... I know it's just the default, but I really like this outfit. Okay. Oh, I see. There we go. Now we can see what the options are. Oops. Yeah. She looks like she's from the future. I really like it. Voice?
Sincerest greetings, traveler in Paimon.
What on earth? Oh, it's so surreal.
Sincerest greetings, traveler in Paimon.
You hear her talking to us.
Sincerest greetings, traveler in Paimon. Sincerest greetings, traveler in Paimon.
I like this one. Okay. And eyebrows. Back to the eyebrows now that we have the hair. Yeah, we'll just keep her there. Okay, there we go. Hooray! I love this outfit so much, actually. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna check up on the chat really quick. You can gotcha other options. Oh, good to know. Okay. If you like the default, then keep it. Yeah, I really like the default, to be honest. It looks so good. Who is your favorite Genshin character? You can only choose one? Oh no! Oh no! A choice! And there's like 2,000 options! I can give you like my top 5. Or 6. Or 7. I like a lot of them. The male ones are so much more different from each other. Oh, are they? I'm going to poke around in there later just to see what the options are. You can change names only once? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Time to do some research. I need the internet. I'm a fake Star fan. I don't know every Star fact in the world off the top of my head. Okay. So my traveler's name is Vega. And I wonder... Let's see. Maybe I should reference... I'm gonna go reference an actual globe. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. So, I was referencing a star map, and it seems like... Wait, I need to put my chair back. There we go. So my traveler's name is Vega, and I found a couple other stars. I like the name Capella. It's from a Latin word. I believe it means, like, hood. And it's a cappella. It comes from that same word. And I like that. It's kind of like it's a star name. It references songs. I like that. There's also the constellations Gemini and Orion are directly opposite from Vega. So I know in Orion you have Bellatrix and Rigel, I believe, which are names I like. There's also Castor and Pollux in Gemini. I kind of really like the name Capella, though. I'm torn between... I don't really like it, actually. I could use the name Lux, right. I don't know, I feel like I see that word very often, and so it kind of has lost its meaning for me, at least when it comes to being a name. Right? I'm so bad at naming things, too, like it. I'm like, that's why it takes me so long to come up with them. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Capella. I really like it. It's a star name, and it reminds me of a song. Boom. Doesn't that look like the little star thing that the Hexen Circle gave us? Alright, here we go. There's people in here! Ah! Where did they come from? Press F6 to open popular stages. Okay, I'm just gonna let the tutorial. I can play soccer? What? What's this? Templates? Ooh, have has them? That's cool. Now this says templates, so to me, I think I can use this to make my own stage. But these look to be completely built up. What's happening here? Bridge battle. Combat challenge. Support single player. I was gonna say, is this PvP? Oh my god. So, okay. Proceed to open cosmetic plans. Okay. You can adjust. Oh my god, look at the background. That is so many options. Set bonuses will be activated. Ooh. Manage plans. Oh my god, you can have loadouts? Amazing! There's loadouts in this game? Incredible! Adjust components to adjust the size and location. Switch. Okay, cool. There we go. Wow. This is a 5-star outfit, I'm guessing? Oh, that is so... That's amazing. That's like the one that's on the events page. And it has a set bonus. Okay, maybe. It gives you effects. Gotcha. Wow. There is so much in here. Okay, there's all of our options that we saw earlier. Ah! The tabs on the left include expressions, actions, effects, and voiceovers. Can we do emotes? I have wanted to do emotes in this game for so long. Can we do emotes? Like, oh, this is the one we got. Yeah, it says over here in the description, so I guess it means, like, come here, please. What's this? That is so cute. So this one must be a 4-star because it's animated. These other ones aren't. This one would be so cute animated. What's this? Absolutely nothing. What's this? Oh. Colorful entrance, I see. Ascension Wow, okay. How do I take off this outfit that I don't own? Like, what's gonna happen if I leave it on? Switch? Cancel. Go to Odes. Okay. Let's just leave, because I don't want to accidentally buy a dress. Cancel. The go to Odes part is now gone. There is so much to do here. Oh my god. Okay. But basically, what is this? Wow, I'm ascending. Ooh. Okay. There's an option to interact. I haven't checked out yet in the friends list. Okay. What do I do, basically? Playing or editing? Oh, you're on your own little world, literally. Oh, hey, Aether. Can I talk to you? I'm scared of trying to talk to somebody because these are real people. Ooh, I'll talk to you. You're real. Oh, wow. Current Vivid rating is 92? Oh my god, how did you get 92 so quickly? What's this? Can I jump? Oh, I can. Yay. Ooh, it's fast travel or something. I'm so speedy. I love how Halloween themed it is. Ooh. What's this? Well, it's mine now.
Yeah.
Can I attack? I can't. L and V. What's V? I guess those are like the emotes that you can pre-save? What exactly do I do here? Oh my god! Oh, it's you guys! Hi guys. So I guess this pulls from the lobby that you're in and your friends. How neat. Okay. Just look for single player options, right? I'm seeing a bunch of things in the top right. Hello? Awakening Chronicle? Battle Pass? Yoink. Okay, so I logged in. I guess I just have to come in here. Login can happen 3 times. Oh, it's a weekly mission. Gotcha. Ooh. Wow. Okay, I just got a lot of stuff. That's wonderful. I think I just saw the outfit that somebody was wearing, so that's cool. Okay, what's this? Clicking did not work. There we go. We tried again. This is the gacha. No way. That's hilarious. This is such a high production quality gacha banner. It appears to be limited cosmetics. Okay, so it's just for the outfits, not new characters. That makes sense because it's your character. I don't know what this is. Every 10 odes, I guess that's a wish. Guarantees at least a 3-star item. Oh, that's what I saw earlier. Go to ode. Must have been come here. Ooh, I would love to play a hide and seek game. How do I find the games again? Oh dear. Animo slime hat? There is so much to do here. It's like a second Tevat. Like, it's literally a second world. So much to explore. Let's see. I'm gonna just start pressing buttons. See what happens. Nope, not that. What's this? Not that. What's this do? Nope. I just quit the game. Okay, cool, new loading screen, but it's because I was clicking the buttons earlier, and apparently that one time when I tried to click the button and it didn't work, it's because the alt button got locked. So I didn't realize it, but the alt button was still pressed, and so when I pressed F4, I just quit the game. At least now I know what happens when I quit this game, unexpectedly. Sorry about that. I can't believe I just alt F4'd myself, no. Oh, but at least I found the things I'm looking for. I will never emotionally recover. No, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I am looking... Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your split second in the void. Where is the one that's like Windbloom? Someone said that there was something like Windbloom. I'd love to try that. I can at least try a little bit of what's going on in here. Let's see. Beneath the Abyss. There was a search ability. Wow. It was hide and seek? Hey, you found it. Competitive multiplayer. I love the little Unicode things in there, or whatever it is. Player count 1 to 8. Should I give this a try? Okay, start. So I can play this alone. Or maybe I should see. Yeah, let me see if there's anybody else who wants to play. Sounds like fun. And I've lost it. There must be a way to like save your favorites. There it is. Is this the one? Looks right. Wow, look at all of us. All level 1 and level 2. That feels right. Star, that's how you keep something? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, game's over. Harper Rose won. Congratulations, Harper Rose. Did I just join at the end of a game or something? Oh, no, never mind. Okay, okay. Hider, transform to objects. Yeah, it's really just like Windbloom. 9 to close? God, how do I close this? How do I turn into an object? Where am I? Click button to ready. Ah! How do I close this little menu? 9 is... Oh! There it goes. Where am I? Oh, I am a little scarecrow guy. Okay, so E... I have an E. Click button to ready. What button? Any button? There's no sound, too. I wonder if you have to manually add sound to your stages, I guess. Because if this is player created. Yes, you do. Q. E. Trying to hold them. We're all trapped in a little room. Click button to ready. I think somebody has this pile of wood. That's hilarious. I think it's waiting for everyone to be ready. Which button, though? Wow, I guess this is my new life. So as you can see, this is my new character. I put a lot of thought into the outfit. I've got this straw hat. I've got my shoes, as you can see, hanging off the shoulders because they're drying. I thought that that was a fun in-world touch. I can't wait until someone makes Genshin in Genshin in like some month's time. Oh my god. I bet someone's already started trying. Yeah. Press the button. Which button? Zarstrusa old event in Miliastra 1? Oh my god, that's a great idea. If you could make like story scenes in your little worlds, then you could have a full event. At least with Simulanka, it seems like a lot of the a lot of what I missed from that event was really just the stage, the map. It had a whole lot of Easter eggs in it and whatnot. And so, I've seen the cutscenes actually. I'd love to see the map. This appears to not be working. It appears people are leaving. So, farewell. Incomplete! Whoa, we did it! We incompleted! Amazing. So, how do we do this, though? When it says press button to... Where was it? It was here. Alright, am I foolish to try the exact same game again? Let's star it so we can find it. Wonderful. I can just play it on my own, maybe. We won! Yay! Preparation area. Ah, there's me. Okay. I guess we'll just try it on our own. Oh my god, I'm #1! Wow, amazing. I beat out my competition ruthlessly. I earned this spot. Clawed my way to the top. Okay. 9, please. There it goes. Okay. Click button to ready. Hey, I did it! Okay. Select skill. Wow, it really is just like Windbloom. Immobilize or display. 1? Okay. Oh, I'm Seeker. Oh god. Must I be? I'm just gonna play a little bit of this. I don't know if I'll do a full game. Because I don't know. Hider's remaining 0. Oh no. Oh my god, I just attacked a plant. Is that a dull blade? I love it. Okay, how do I find someone though? Oh, there we go. Oh, ranged. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. But I get the idea now for a game stage that somebody created. Did a player make this within the, like, 12 hours that this has been out? That is incredible. How did I lose health? Did the plant attack me back? Oh no, this costs me health. Oh my god. That is so weird. Is it maybe so you don't just guess randomly?
Yeah.
If you guess something and it's wrong, you lose health. Ooh, room invitation. Livy sent me an invite. Don't know how that works. Give me 1 second, Livy. It's just a javelin throw game and the target is Dodorai. Oh dear. My aim will be perfected. Okay. Yeah? B? What on earth? Go to teammate, none. Okay, there's Livy again. Livy. Wow. Already in room. Oh. What? I think it's because I'm in my own room. I need to get out of it. How do I leave this place? Yes. Fantastic. Look at this. We're making progress. Aha. Uh-huh. Hey, Livy, we're twins. Interesting that my icon doesn't reflect my character. Doesn't have my custom hair. The one thing that I changed. The solo hide and seek. Yeah, it didn't go too well, but I didn't really expect much to happen. I understand now how the stages work, at least. Theoretically. Pressing a lot of buttons, that's for sure. You can make an icon by taking a photo of your mannequin. Oh, Livy says hello. Hello, Livy. Everyone say hi, Livy. Livy, I won't lie, I'm very tempted to figure out how taking pictures works in this game. Invite? Let's see. Oh! Livy, we might need more players. Unless I am to ruthlessly hunt you down. There we go. Wow! Oh my god, your character is so cute, Livy. Do you get #1 because you have the most style points? That's my current understanding. Okay. What am I? Am I the hider? Am I the seeker? I just want to know. I think I'm the hider this time. Oh my god, Livy! You're a ghost. You're moving around, though. I appreciate you being willing to play, a little buggy hide and seek with me. You didn't say your favorite Genshin character? Oh no! Is this a true question I have to answer? Favorite character? Well, I mean, so a couple of my favorites. Of course, Albedo. My first favorite character. I really like Child. I think he's very fun. I also like Wanderer a lot. Naturally. His story was incredible. Paimon, yes, is one of my favorite characters. I adore Paimon. The Travelers themselves are really interesting characters. But I also really like Jet. And, I mean, there's just so many. Because then I could just start going through, like, all the different Archon quests and just be like, oh, this is my favorite from Mondstadt. These people are my favorite from Sumeru. It's hard to say. There's so many choices. Livy, I don't know which button I need to start. I tried clicking the button. Oh! Oh my god! Hey, it suddenly worked. I'm the seeker. Oh no. Huh. I feel like this is kind of the I will win if there's only one seeker option, so we'll choose the second option. Here we go, we're gonna hunt down Livy. And that will be our hide and seek for the day. And then maybe we shall unleash ourselves upon the true world. I'm very curious to see. Oh yes, we want to figure out the photo taking feature. And I want to try bringing my character into Tevat. I think someone mentioned that I could do that. I'm assuming that if I do, I can put my character away then. Alright. How on earth? I'm being beat up by inanimate objects. Also, I have no idea what Livy's allowed to hide as. Are you inside? What does this do? Also, how do I, like, say that I've caught you? Because usually in Windbloom, I think it's the basic attack is the catching. What's this? If I knew the stage better, I should have studied it last time I was here. Oh my god, I'm dying. My E is not charged at all. Oh, attacking random things charges it up. Oh, wonderful. Well, sorry, Livy. Your minutes are numbered. Hopefully. Hey, wait a minute. I know this is an object. Ah! Okay, well, that's not you. Nothing happened. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god! Oh. There you are. Oh no, it has your name over it. Well, that's a dead giveaway. Oh my god, it healed me. Do I have to defeat you to catch you? That is so vicious. I guess I defeated your disguise. Hooray, we did it! Thank you for playing hide and seek with me, Livy. I can see. Oh, Pipe Dream's here. Hi, Pipe Dream. Wow, you look like Navia. I can see how they're trying to get it to be like Windbloom, but it does need a little bit of work. But that's understandable. Again, this has only been out for a couple hours. Okay, so I am done playing games for now. Thank you so much for being a little trial test with us. Oh God, what are the menus? I'm so scared of opening menus now. F6. That's the rounds. F5. That's the same thing. Okay. I'm perplexed. So, what I would like to do, thank you, Livy, is there is a photo option, somebody said. Does anyone know how to do that? Is it in the Paimon menu? Oh my god. Oh my god, the Paimon menu is completely different. Wow. My current favorite rating is 92. Hey, now I'm the one who's at 92. Here's camera. God, yay. Right there. Hello. I want the little ghostly light over my shoulder. There we go. Boom. Excellent. My child, welcome to the world. Happy birthday. Ooh. And then back into the menu. Oh wow, it changed my actual Miliastra avatar. Got you. Uh-huh. I'll take a photo in the starry sky. Heck yeah, let's do it. Okay. Let me retake. I don't know why you're so far away. That's better. Yay! That seems better because now it's actually accurate and people can tell who I am. Wonderful. Okay, fantastic. She lives. How do I get her into Tevat? Do I teleport there? Ooh. Wow. This is a bigger map than I thought, actually. Wait, I want to go explore. That way? I want to look for these stairs. Did I see it? Where? Huh? This way. Oh, there it is. The giant ramp that I couldn't see. Oh, there's no stamina. Oh, I'm so happy. Run around forever. Nysaria, you see, I'm scared of trying to make my cursor appear because that's how I accidentally Alt F4'd myself earlier. Wow, I can sit down. And she has the same sitting posture as the Traveler does.
Yeah.
That's nice. Pumpkin. Another ghosty. What are these for? If I collect 3 of them, does something happen? What's this? Oh. I can fly? Oh, she can fly actually. She has a glider. Alright, 2 ghosties. There we go. What is that? A candle? Spooky candle? Can I... Oh my god. How cute! So you can take a picture or something. That's actually really cute and I will be taking a picture. I get the feeling that this might change once the Halloween season is over. To take pictures while I still can. Alright, I want to collect 1 more ghosty. Never mind, I already have 3. Nothing appears to happen. You can just have them. And 3 is the max. Alright, well... Call me Queen of the Ghosts, I guess. Huzzah! Let's go back to Tevat. Oh, okay. It's down there now. Go back to Crab Island. Oh my goodness, wow! Obtained a mannequin. Press escape to call Paimon, and... Wow, okay, you can see your Miliastra menu down there. Fascinating. Can I just scroll? I can just scroll, but that helps you do it quickly. Okay, it seems like they've integrated it well into the game. But it sure is developed in there. There are so many things you can do. Event rewards! Capture and upload 1 custom avatar photo. Hey, we did it! Daily, I can get prizes for doing 2 different stages, I see. Change and save a mannequin cosmetic plan once. Wow. Okay. There's a lot to do in there. Wish 10 times. I wonder how you get the wishes. Mora symbol. Very cool. Alright. Well, I'm happy with my exploration of the new Miliastra feature. Unless there was something obvious that I missed, do you think? I think that was about it for me. How much time do we have left? We have about half an hour left. Okay, let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. Let us go somewhere. Where's a good place to go? I want somewhere with good views. Heal a little bit. I believe I'm slightly injured. Lovely. Like right here. What do you think? A couple options for what we could do today. We could spend the next half hour doing a little bit of exploration in Larua, trying to get up to 100% here. It's been a while since we worked on that. Or the other thing I had in mind for today was going through Arlecchino's character stories and maybe some voice lines.
You'll find there's always a new story. Hold that pose.
Or maybe wind gliders. I've been seeing a lot of recommendations to read the wind glider lore, which is another option. They're in your character menu now? The little guy? Where are they? Way at the end because they're level 0? Or they're level 9? Oh my god. Wait, does that mean that I could just... Hello? Oh?
At the ready.
Oh? Why is she Geo? Is it because I'm Geo? What is this? What are these skills? What are these? Huh? What is this talent? Can I use you in a fight? Outlander Arts, Vigilant Watch, Punishing Barrage, no entry? Oh my god. Okay, so it seems like they'll have the same attacks no matter what element you have. AoE damage. Okay. Oh, and then an infusion? That'd be interesting with Animo. Restricted area. Wow. It's like a field, a damage field. How do I level you? What do you need? You have to do it in Miliastra. No way. That is so cool. Battle line to be drawn? Oh my god. Bring them on field, drop the ultimate, leave the field, and have it explode. They recover elemental energy off field. That is so... Yeah, they're a, Oh wait, there was a third thing. They're an ultimate build. That is so funny. When you use your skill or burst, it changes to a cosmetic plant. That's so creative. Wow. So we just made up a world in a story and then casually brought our little guy out of the world into this world. The Hexen Circle terrify me. That's so cool. The Wind Gliders are a good one I'm seeing. A vote for Wind Gliders. Those are Strusa. I feel like Wind Gliders might be a good idea because character stories will take a while to get through. Very cool. Oh, she's on Billblade. Where are your weapons? Oh, that's incredible. We'll put her on the Sword of Narcissenkreuz because it's also a blade from a story. And I think it looks great. Artifacts. Oh my god, I can give her a whole artifact. Constellation? No constellations. That is... How do I level talents? Oh my god. Okay, okay. Super cool. Wow, the blade sparkles. I had no idea. Let's bring this party back to normal. See, Lolly was here.
I'm never late.
And we'll go here. So we can have our dear traveler back. Oh, she's dying. Wonderful. She's no longer dying. Let's look at some wind gliders. I think that's a good idea. Because I've got a couple of those. I don't think I've ever read any of these. So, the Wings of First Flight, a stylized wind glider that bears the passionate longing of an outrider. Ooh. Okay. It's been a long time since the Outriders last had new blood added to their ranks. Amber has always wanted to give this wind glider to a junior knight with potential. But after quite a few years, this opportunity never came. Oh, these are the ones that she gave us! The Outriders used their wind gliders a great deal, and they would eventually suffer wear and tear. With Amber's movement style being very taxing on her wings, she went through over 10 gliders before she knew it. And yet, she never once considered taking this special pair of wings out for use. For some reason, her mood was especially good that day. She finally put that long unused wind glider on. Though she had a combat mission on hand to clear out some hilly trail camps, and though gliding had become especially dangerous in those recent gale-swept days, this is the day she met us, isn't it? As for what happened after that, didn't know why she'd chosen to believe that gold-haired Outlander. She didn't know why she felt that they had potential. But if it was them, perhaps. So, the present I want to give you is... Wow! That's really sweet. I thought it would be some, you know, basic lore for the basic wind glider, but it's actually Amber lore because she gave it to us. I love that a lot. Okay, I wanted to read that one, but which were the ones that you guys were recommending? I saw the Xbox wings, of course. Every wind glider's great. KFC. I don't think I have the KFC. Is this? No. Oh, I want to go back to Dragonspine. What is this from? Oh, PlayStation. Okay. So of the ones that I have, I've heard Fontaine and Xbox are very important. So let's start with this one. I think this is Xbox, right? Perhaps? It looks like it, at least. Wings of Fate's course intertwined. It was from afar that he glimpsed that had... Why are you guys saying, uh-oh, what's going on? Wings of feasting are important? I'm guessing that's Xbox, or KFC. Why is the KFC wing so important? That's amazing. Okay, we'll have to look at those up at some point then. For now, we'll start here. Wings of Fate's course intertwined. It was from afar that he glimpsed that head of golden hair, when the great king announced the successor to the throne. Immediately, I'm thinking of the Battle Pass story, actually. The celebratory clamor had little to do with him, and indeed, he would have to help clean up the flowers, both real and fake, strewn about after the fact. Other option is Conria. Looking behind him briefly, he then continued maintaining order in the plaza that lay before the palace gate. He was still just an ordinary young knight, after all. The golden-haired crown prince, for his part, gazed out at the sea of humanity, unsure, only now realizing that so many dwelled in this underground realm. Oh, okay. Definitely seems like Conria then. Once he had been a scion of a lost glorious kingdom, bearing the weight of an entire world. But in his brief life he had sensed the goodwill of those who lived here, and so had shouldered the pillar of the earth, going from the ruler of a world to the hope of but a single nation. Is this our brother? I would be surprised if it is, but I would also believe that the text of this might change depending on which traveler you choose. The young knight was not of insignificant background, but that was worth little in the grand scheme of things. The royal golden-haired heir's fate was far nobler, but now, having lost his world, he yearned for a single realm. Very much feels like our brother, not gonna lie. Pillar of the Earth. Later, the young knight was promoted. Yeah, and the title Twilight Sword, yeah, it's Dainsleif, bestowed upon him. As for the royal heir of the golden hair, he was led by the last Vinster king down to the kingdom's deepest depths. The young knight, initially intending only to save his older brother... Oh no, what, is his older brother Vedderfenir? When was Dane's older brother? That was... Oh my god, it is Vedderfenir. Oh, I'm pleased I remembered that. Who had been imprisoned and blinded in both eyes for giving an oracle. The young knight gathered the brilliant young ones of the age. Their righteous deed, that of saving the nation, was but a deed done in passing. But the golden-haired heir was used as a vessel by which unlimited abyssal power could be absorbed, and he became the key to the world's near annihilation. Uh-oh. This was the moment that their paths intertwined. One a noble, tumbling from the light into the abyss, the other a humble existence, climbing upward from the darkness. That's pretty cool. Regicide, righteousness, ruthlessness, treachery, until all was rendered desolate. And to that which came thereafter, where the two spirits bound by common agony would journey together, would also seem but a single point of intersection in their all too long, gradually diverging lives. Wow! I think that's one of the closest clues. I mean, first of all, gives us such insight into what Dainsleif was trying to do during the fall of Conria. And second of all, insight into what our siblings' role in the plan is. A vessel by which unlimited abyssal power could be absorbed. Yeah, because we can absorb abyssal power. We're trying to do that too. And so, if you think about the sinners having their powers be given by pieces of abyssal power, if you could give one person more than 5 pieces, like an unlimited amount of pieces of whatever this piece is, they would be very, very powerful. Fascinating. I do wonder what happened between Dane trying to save his brother to calling his brother a sinner and feeling betrayed by him. Unfortunate. How curious. Yeah, Lilipar did call us a princess. Well, I remember this because Lilipar called us, since I have a female traveler, called us a princess, and she didn't disagree. She didn't correct her. I think she even agreed with it. And that is something that I find very interesting. But again, their past is so mysterious. We don't know what happened to their original world, if they left it voluntarily or if it was destroyed. So, little pieces of the puzzle. Here's Fontaine. Wings of merciful, wrathful waters. Legend has it that the first of oceans had a composition similar to that of blood, and that life within it was not individual. To set foot upon land or take to the skies, life evolved blood vessels to keep that primordial ocean flowing within itself. The beating heart that commanded this primordial sea of blood was the first Hydro Dragon. Each time that heart pulsed, all life would arise and give it praise. Of course, these are simply tales that the Hydro V-shops tell each other, and are not to be trusted. Perhaps this tale is told differently amongst older or other V-shops, and the stories passed down between Oceanids speak of what came after. When that first heart was removed, the envoy of Celestia, the leader upon whose shoulders lay the duty to create life, came to the great primeval sea, and there she created another heart. This must be the Shade of Life, right? The ruler of life, shall we say. Naberius was her name? Or their name? That heart had like nobility unto a dragon, but lacked its outer form, and had the majesty of a god, yet was bereft of any divine duty. And though it was created by a ruler of humans, its substance and essence were all original matter from this world, entirely without outside elements. Implying that the primordial water was not all from this world. She was the tears that flowed into the primordial sea, seeking communication and understanding, a pursuit which caused her to weep. And it was due to this compassion that she committed the sins that all beings of pure water must beware. Oh, so... Never mind, this would not be the Shade of Life, but rather Egeria, the first Hydro Archon. Okay. What follows after that is the version of the tale that humans tell, although it is commonly Oh! Why is it yellow? Okay. Although it is commonly passed on only amongst scholars, the great Remus came to Fontaine, envisioning a mighty and eternal city, Remuria. He instructed the people, and eventually managed to reach one part of his dream. Then swiftly came the prophecy, not ill-intentioned, yet horrifying beyond measure, that the Golden Melody would one day end, and Remuria would fall. It is often said that, should a hero not die upon returning home, they shall become a tyrant. Oh my god. I referenced that earlier today. If you... what is it? You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself becoming a villain. The justice that Remuria imposed to escape this destiny would eventually turn into tyranny. And this tyranny brought about resistance like a wrathful tide. Thus did Remus vanish. Remus the eminent, Remus the half-wit, Remus the far-sighted, Remus the solitary. Humans desire judgment because they feel guilty. Humans desire, and so they want to receive. Humans always desire a god. That is why the primordial sea's heart, gentle Egeria, was awarded a shard of that one who was first, and gained both godhood and the divine duty come lately. Was this the desires of humanity having reached the heavens? Or was it merely the opening act of a string of dark plots? This is a tale that no one can know but you. When you awake, these wings, and the aforementioned tale, will appear at your bedside. You can ask all the species in this world to prove if their tales are true or not, and not one of them shall believe you. For how could this wind glider and this tale materialize before you out of thin air? I wonder who gave it to us. Wow. So, Gentle Egeria was awarded a shard of that one who was first. I'm assuming they mean the Hydro Dragon. And then that shard gets passed down to Focalor, who gives it back. And that was the authority, basically. The fragment of it that the Archon carried. I love how these being the wings of Fontaine have a little summary of basically the entirety of Fontaine's history, kind of. Up until the human era, pretty much. That's really neat. I like this. It's a good summary. I do like how the Hydro V-shops have their own stories that they tell each other. They are intelligent. We learned that in Economia. I'm so curious who gave these to us. Oh my god. If you think about it, we got it from Reputation, which we get through the Steambird. I don't think it came from somebody at the Steambird, though. Feels a little bit above that. Oh, Zarastrusa, is this, Dane's Live strip marketing that you've quoted here? I know KK introduced the Traveler, right? Did they also introduce, Dane? There's just has copied for us. The world you once knew is but dust, and the wonders you knew but rubble. Though you should have your own world and your own people, lamenting what's already lost. Oh no, this is for the Traveler, isn't it? That feels like a Traveler quote there. Or Traveler description. Lumine, you say. Okay. KK for Kaidahara Kazuha, obviously. Gotcha. Oh, Gladius is suggesting that this was indeed the Shade of Life creating Egeria as the other heart. Yes, okay, that makes sense. That would explain how we went from one individual to another individual. It's the heart. Mm-hmm. Just checking up on what you guys are saying in the chat here. Let me see. You guys say, when you say PO, are you saying the primordial ocean? Wondering if it's possible to eat the primordial ocean? That would be a rather large dinner. Ooh. Pipe Dream has quoted another drip marketing for us. Is this... This is a very interesting quote. This is Dane's, isn't it? The confluence between the past and future. The original calamity had been overturned, yet the island in the sky set the earth to burn. Chalk pursues gold. In this time inopportune, the eclipse is swallowed by the crimson moon. The future must atone for bygone mistakes, as the bond familiar falters and breaks. Oh, of the same blood, elders and the youth. Such is the cycle of the world in truth. I love that it rhymes! Dane, what is that strand of blonde hair to you? Someone you must kill? Or the object of your penitence? Self-proclaimed prophet. Do you suppose that self-proclaimed prophet is his brother? Oh, primordial one! Oh, that makes sense. Thank you, everyone. What would happen if you ate the primordial one? What would happen? Would you just generate another world within another world? There's so many worlds within worlds in this game. Any other wind gliders of the ones that we have here that you guys recommend I read? Our final act today. Carmelo is here. Hey, welcome! We were just reading some lore. Pipe Dream thinks that it definitely is Dane's brother. He talks like that in the Kari Bear quest. Indeed. Oh yeah, because he's the voice in the rock, isn't he? He does have a way of speaking, doesn't he? It's very fitting for a visionary, perhaps. Gladius votes Sumeru Wings over here. I don't think I've read these. Yeah, I don't think I've read these. Alright, I'm happy with those being our final read of the day. Yeah, I wonder how this might have changed. I'll read this one. I'm so curious, without even starting it, I'm so curious if this changed because of, Ruka Devata. Here we go. Wings of the Forest. Because Sumeru was once a land of few dreams, the people there had a superstition that if you see images formed of the heart in your sleep, then they must be the revelation and enlightenment from the Dendro Archon. They must have some kind of deeper meaning. It is possible that Akasha would never have come into being without this tradition. There was once a great master Firanas, not the current great lecturer in the academia, mind, who claimed to have many dreams, and to be good at memorizing them. As such, he gained much more repute as a poet and a dreamer, as opposed to a researcher or an inventor. Sumeru lacked dreams, and if he truly dreamed much, then he must have been nothing less than a divine appointee, sitting at the Dendro Archon's feet every night. Those jealous of him would thus say that daydreams did not count as dreams. It is said that he had witnessed the wind gliders from lands afar abroad, and realized that their working principles did not follow physical laws at all. If it were not for the Animal Archon's blessing upon each item, they would be as a millstone, even if granted to a mighty eagle, causing it to plummet out of the skies with enough force to smash tortoise shells below. Thus did this great master Firanas, and once again, I must emphasize that this is not our current great lecturer Firanas, resolved to create a wind glider that did not require the Animal Archon's blessings. Yes, it would fly by dint of its own beauty and by the physical laws that governed all things. And so he got to work day and night, before one day falling asleep from exhaustion. It is said that he once again encountered the Dendro Archon in his sleep. The parent of living creatures listened to the great Master Firanas' frustrations before laughing, and telling him a story. The story was about the wind that had taken on a human form, a talking stone, and a wooden thing made of electro. The three of them discussed the makeup of the world. Oh my god, a wooden thing? A puppet? A talking stone? Is that supposed to be Rex Lapis? The three of them discussed the makeup of the world, and each believed that they were one of the fundamental elements. The stone claimed to hold up all things, and to this they all agreed. The wooden object said that all mortal thought was the work of electricity. This was a bit of a stretch, they all reckoned, but it could not be said to be false either. When it was the wind's turn, he told a story. The tales of another world speak of children of the air who dwelt in the skies. Just casually, the tales of another world. Okay. These were all spirits of the wind. Some of them could slice through mountains and rocks, and others could summon tornadoes to move clouds and water with incomparable force. But the youngest of those children was disregarded by people for the weakness of his breath of life. Thus did he hide himself away. The wind-pollinated flowers were in agony, for there were none to pollinate them. And so did the boldest dandelion search for and find the breath of life. And, to encourage him, the dandelion told a story. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there dwelt a powerful and beautiful queen, who seemed almost to shine like the sun. But her younger brother was a rambunctious, playful knight. Some omissions? To encourage her, the queen's lady-in-waiting told her a story. After that night, the great master Feranas constructed a wind glider before asking the Animo Archon to bless it. Though it produced the exact same results as any wind glider heretofore invented, the Academia pronounced this similarity to be a coincidence. Legend has it that the first thing this great master said upon waking was, "All right, I know. The answer was right before me this whole time." But in truth, these were his words. "Okay, all right, I know. The answer was right before me this whole time. Please, I beg you, stop repeating yourself. I know the god's blessings are also part of this world's rules." This fable teaches us that the truths of this world are to be honored, but that it is best not to seek physics in fantastical dreams. So, how about it then? Would you like to accept Master Feranas' wind glider? Wow. That is so cool. Because I'm immediately reminded that when you use a wind glider, every time you open it, you get those little feathers, like what Venti has. And, so that's his blessing, I suppose. And that makes sense, because yeah, wind gliders, if you look at them, they would not work in our world. It doesn't make sense that it works in this world. It's because they don't work. They're just allowed to work, because the blessings are a part of this world's rules. That's so cool how it all ties back together. Dear old Venti casually revealing that he knows the tales of another world. I mean, we knew already that he knows all tales, what was it, all songs? Whether they be from the past, present, or future? Let's not forget that. But the tales of another world, where did you get those from? And it's interesting that, it's a dandelion that speaks to the breath of life. And I think it makes sense, even without seeing the rest of the story. I think it makes sense that, the breath of life would be very important. Because we were talking about these other winds. Some of them could slice through mountains, others can summon tornadoes. Those are very powerful, very destructive winds. But the breath of life, a gentle wind, is necessary for life to exist. So yeah, that's a fun story that we saw a snippet of. And I love how this guy was trying to construct a wind glider. Is this the wind glider he came up with? If anything, this one is the least aerodynamic. Its wings are so sparse? Thin? Anyways, we've read through our wind gliders. And Venti is a wind spirit that took on a human form too. Right, yeah. I would wonder if that was, if he was in this story. Here he is, the wind that took on a human form. There he is. There's Venti. Hi, Venti. A talking stone and a wooden thing. That is hilarious to me. Oh my god. Half Pen Dragon points out, yeah, sometimes people talk about another world like it's normal in Teyvat. Right? It's certain people. Like, the gods, I suppose that makes sense. And also the astrologists, I suppose that makes sense. Just casually mentioning, yeah, we know that there's another world. But one thing that's kind of curious, based on what we read today in the Little Witch story, you know, the false sky, according to that story, is very heavy upon this world, or the sky around this world is very heavy, which allows predictions to be super accurate, apparently. But I wonder, they were mentioning that the universe is coming to an end, basically, or the stars are dying. I wonder if, in a way, the false sky is meant to protect Tevat. If the universe around it ends, but the sky is able to maintain itself, then maybe this world will survive? In that case, it kind of actually reminded me of old Mondstadt, with the wind current around it, and how that was meant to protect Mondstadt, but it ended up making the people suffer as well, and they wanted to be free. Super interesting parallel, I would say. BB Bone says, it's like a weighted blanket. Right? Don't worry. The destruction of the universe can't reach you. You're underneath a weighted blanket. How lovely. Alright, well that's going to wrap up our stream for today. We're at just about 2 hours here exactly. And we got through everything we wanted to do. I wanted to do a little bit of lore reading, and we actually ended up doing a lot. Thank you so much for that recommendation of the book to read earlier. And thank you so much for that drink water and posture check redeem. That was a smart posture check redeem after all that reading. My name is Shrimp. But now I am hydrated. I am unshrimped. We are sitting up straight. Oh, wonderful. Posture. We love it. I think so we'll wrap up here. Sorry, I was just kind of reading a couple messages. Few more comments for the end here. Digital asks, have you been enjoying your time in Natlan? I have. I am absolutely loving the music there. It stands out to me immediately. And I love how vivid the area is. It's just fun to walk around in. It's so beautiful. Pipe Dream has to get back to the Natlan vid. Yeah, it was kind of funny when I was scheduling this one. I wanted to do it earlier, but I would be conflicting with my own video. So I scheduled it for after. Thank you all for coming to the stream. Thank you, Barbecue. Thank you, Spirit and Peichu. Hi, Peichu. How far am I in that land? I think I'm through Act 2. So, I haven't ventured that much more west, but I am steadily making my way through the plot. The urge to explore is starting to consume me, though, so I think in the near future there's going to be an exploration. 2 hours, perhaps. I don't know. I love exploring. By the way, you can do the Nodcry characters. There are no spoilers. Ooh! Oh my god, wait! That is a great idea. Yeah, the trials. Let's do the trials, and that will be our last thing. Man, I haven't done a trial in so long. Oh, it's just the one trial. Excellent. Yeah. Let's do a trial here. I'm about to have my mind blown, because I know that there's new reactions that I haven't even seen yet. Denture Damage Dealer. There they are. Lunar Bloom reactions. Verdant Dew. To do Lunar Bloom. Okay. Bloom reactions triggered by other party members are converted to Lunar Bloom. Okay. Which provides dew. And then you can consume this to do more damage, basically. Skill. Shadow Dance. You can consume dew. Hold. Okay, so skill and then hold attack. If there's dew. So I need to bloom first. It's like a recipe. When the party's moon sign level. I don't even know what a moon sign level is. Okay. Seeds of Deceit. Wow. There's a lot going on here. Okay. Burst. I'm honestly, my technique here is just going to be to press buttons. Ooh, there she is. Very green. Blue is my favorite character color. But I think if green were my favorite character color, I'd be very, very pleased with the green that's going on here. Okay, why is she the only person? Oh god. Oh god. Oh, because they're giving me Hydro enemies. What is happening? Okay, so now I can hold this and consume those. Whoa, her voice just sounded cool. Oh wow, the trial is different. I'm not defeating this enemy, I'm just doing things that they want me to do. Huh. Hold this thrice. 1, 2, 3. Elemental Burst. Oh, that was cool. It's just like the art that's on the banner. Trials are like ZZZ now? Yeah, they are. That's really nice. Me saying, oh god, I don't know how to use any of these characters. Me saying I'm just gonna press buttons and the game said, no you won't. Okay. I want Hydro on the field. That was a one-time Hydro thing. What do you do?
This place.
You've made a field. Great. What does this do?
Everlasting forest.
I do. Okay, okay. Please forgive me for doing an absolutely atrocious job with these characters, I'm sure, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Why are you not holding? There you go. There we go. Oh, wait, there's more.
The mystery unravels.
Get him. It's simple. You just press skill and then you hold. Ooh, wow, look at this guy. I think I'm not understanding how to use this Hydro. What does this even do? I thought it would be a buff, but it appears to actually be a one-time type thing. Nope, never mind, there are deer on the field. That's new. What is going on with your HP bar? Ah!
No more
I've got one more charge on this. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't think I know how to use that Hydro character because I could not tell if I was applying Hydro or not, but you know what? We survived. Very simple playstyle. I love her idols. Ooh! Wait, skill Nefer, then do everyone else, then go back to Nefer and hold attack. Oh, okay, good to know. Oh, because you need the blooms. I want to do this again, actually. Because I want to see her idols. Oh my god. Oh, it's her ascension material, isn't it? Okay, the moon sign can be seen in the 3 moons on the characters. There sure are moons there. We are in 0. New moon? Press charge button with Lauma. Charge button? Ooh. What does she have? It's a thing. Is that a blade? I think? She applies with her person. Okay, she does apply. Okay, good. Pressing the charge attack. Okay, what do you mean by charge attack? Wow, look at her horns. They're so pretty. That... Don't fall off. That's Mimi. Wow. How long will this last? Oh, it's stamina, isn't it? It's so gentle. It's so smooth, too. Wow. As opposed to just... Oh, wait, no. I was going to hold that down, and then I forgot to. So wait, that's what her... The deer are from her skill, not her... What does her ultimate do? I'm just curious at this point. Let's see. You gain stacks. Okay. 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 You gain stacks, then you consume them based on EM. Yeah, the damage. It is a what's it called? A buff. It is a buff. Okay, makes sense. All right, makes sense. Great. Let's leave this place. Oh, I didn't leave. I started. Whoops. Also, Lauma's talents have lore, which is really funny too. Oh, lore and the talents now. I am actually going to hold off on reading that lore until later times, but ooh. Talents with lore. I actually really love that idea. Lore behind why people have certain talents. That makes a lot of sense. I like that they added Diona. Frozen. Yeah, right? Okay, okay. I'm being tempted back in. Let's go back in. I want to see that second idol. We can close this because we saw it already. We'll just stand right here. Oh, it's been so long since I heard this song. That's so nice. The second... Okay, everyone's saying that the second idol is really fun, so... Oh! Oh my god, no way! That is a beautiful cat. And she actually gets... It's purring. I'm so happy. That was worth it. That was so worth it. Oh my god. She actually gets to pet the cat. That's so cute. Wow. Alright, well... Thank you for pointing that out. I'm glad I didn't miss that. So that'll be the end of the stream for today. I hope you all enjoyed. This is Genshin. There's lore under every rock and in every nook and cranny. Indeed, and I love it. That's why I play this game. Vespis got... Oh, what is her name even? I was so concentrated on her talents. Nefer. Congratulations on your Nefer! And her weapon. That's great. Her cat's name is Ashuru? Ashru? Ashru. Excellent cat. Wonderful cat. Don't forget to claim the pet. Oh, right! You sent me a thing. Is that okay for me to accept? Like, I hope that didn't, like, cost you money. I appreciate the sentiment, but... Is that okay? There's lore in my cereal. Yeah, you eat, literally you eat a meal in Tevat and there's lore. All of the different foodstuffs have descriptions. Oh no, not the R names coming back. Small Venus, no, don't worry. This will definitely be a VOD. It's going up on the VOD channel, which I will casually plug. Let's see if I remember my own codes. Hey, I do. Yes, so it'll be up there. Hopefully soon. For your viewing enjoyment. And also, I'm trying to get YouTube streaming set up because I know like it's another option. So hey, secret fun fact: one reason why it took us a little while to get started today is because this entire time I have also been streaming to YouTube. So today was my stress test of the system, my first time multi-streaming, and as you can see, the game only crashed because I accidentally Alt F4'd it. So I would say we're looking pretty good. I was wondering, yeah, I should ask you guys, do you guys prefer watching on Twitch or on YouTube, do you think? Because one struggle I'm having already, I've realized, is having two chats is going to be very difficult. So I'll probably, if I start multi-streaming, I'll still have one chat, maybe. And so I would choose one to prioritize, I think, and then let the other one just be sort of a secondary system. Yeah, Pipe Dream, the stream is running, but it's on private right now. So I just wanted to, because of that chat issue, I didn't want to have to juggle too many things at once. It's very hard to concentrate on the game and the chat already, so two chats in the game was a little... I was like, let's just do the test first, see if it works, before we make things more difficult. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I wanted to get it set up. There's no ads on YouTube, which is nice. So I was hoping to get over there. And, Small Venus, that's a great point. YouTube lets you back... What's it called? Rewind? Streams, if need be. That's great. Yeah, like and same. The chat on YouTube is a little bit different than on Twitch, design-wise. So I wanted to just ask you guys, since you guys are the chat, I wanted to see what your opinion was. Indeed. Okay, well, in the future, I'm definitely going to try having both running at the same time, and we'll figure out the chat question as we go along. But yeah, I'm happy to announce that the secret test went well today. Mwahaha. So thank you all for participating. And yeah, that'll be the end of the stream today. That's something to look forward to. Oh, also, other things to look forward to. We have, Zenless Zone Zero returning. Tomorrow is going to be our first Zenless Zone Zero episode. Well, not tomorrow. What day is it? Is it Wednesday? Yes, tomorrow. On, Thursday. So if you have been looking forward to that... Thank you, Livia. I was thinking the same thing. Another test subject. But yes, if you've been waiting for Zenless Zone Zero to come back, that'll be tomorrow at the regular video time on the regular channel. So I'm excited about that. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And that is all for my announcements. So thank you all so much for coming, everybody. Oh, wait, let's head home. Of course, we have to head home to log out. There she is. Teleporting back over. Wonderful. Back on Crab Island, where we belong. So yes, thank you so much for coming, everybody. It was so nice to see everyone. The stream was a little bit on the spontaneous side, but I'm glad it worked out. It's been a while. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, or day, or night, wherever you are. We're heading out now. Bye, everyone!